So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
We're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, this fella, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, has the potential to become one of the greatest strikers in England, if not...
That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Proves too strong. Mohamed Salah. Wirtz running with the ball. And it's Salah. Nice interception, well timed. Clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
It's really well manoeuvred. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well played, that has knocked out the danger. Frimpong is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's a good put in there. Jones is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Longstaff succumbs to the pressure. Calvert-Lewin. Bajcetic wins the duel this time. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Salah. Tanaka defending his corner. Stubbornly stood up very well to his man. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. tucked in behind. Gets good distance on it. Ball's gone out of play. James. Now it's Calvert-Lewin. Gruyev. Oh, good spread. James looking to run onto it. Frimpong charging forward down that flank. In with the challenge. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Well timed, excellent interception. Lovely bit of skill. Chiesa. It'll be a throw-in. Bajcetic. Okafor was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Mohamed Salah! And he's there to get it away. Calvert-Lewin. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Tacho concedes a free kick for that. And he's going to have his name taken. Justin, and it's Gruev. Played into the middle, and a chance! Vitz, Kerkez drives forward on the overlap. Chiesa! Oh, such a clever touch. Crossed into the box. Chance! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Oh, fascinating half, full of talking points, not least that last very, very late one. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we're underway again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Frimpong. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Played back in. Wirtz! And that has been cleared. And it's Kerkez. Lovely feet. A heavy challenge. It's run loose here. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Byram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Frimpong. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Okafor. And it's played forward. Vince. He's in plenty of space here. Gets his head on it! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Time for a change in personnel. Oh, what a climb! Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
It's a mighty effort! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Pacho certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Vitz! Can he finish? He hits the net! The breakthrough arrives at last! And it has to be said, an absolute gift. So the first goal of the game.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Nice physical challenge. Yeah, he's fouled him there. James providing an outlet on that flank. James! Long start, shoots! Gets it away.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Okafor. And it's Longstaff. Muscular approach does pay off here. Now. James. Just about up to 75 minutes. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's
Calvert-Lewin! It's there!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out.
Vitz, Rodrigo.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
James. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. He is through here. Longstaff has got himself a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. He's trying the shot. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And it's played in here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Decent chance! James knocks it out wide.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Superb goalkeeping.
Calvert-Lewin actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. And the counter is on. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. He's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Oh, well measured. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Now it's James. James played into space. He can run onto that. It's been slipped through. That is a brilliant interception. Kerkez forwards and with intent. Bradley. And there goes the final whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye.